Hey guys, and welcome on in to another episode of Picks on Net, NHL Picks and Predictions. I'm your host, Terry Edelman, at TE Picks on Twitter, ready to break down the Thursday slate. 9 games to go over today, so we'll be jumping into the slate very shortly. First, we'll take a look back at what happened yesterday. Fortunately, the 5-day profitable streak came to an end yesterday. Things were going not too bad when I went to bed. Unfortunately, the late games just did not go well overall. Over 5.5 in Ottawa, Chicago was a nice winner there. So luckily, the full unit, 1.3 unit play. I got the over 5.5 on Tuesday night. Shocked to see a 5.5 with two teams that had gone over 5.5 in 9 of their last 10 games. So I jumped in the over 5.5, 1.3 units on that. Ryan Donato did score in that game. Noah Hannafin got a point for Vegas, and Mason McTavish got a point for Anaheim. But unfortunately, everything else didn't go well. Shane Pinto, Donato assist. Nye's goal, Matthews assist. Robert Thomas unfortunately scored a goal, did not get an assist. Shen and Holloway were off the score sheet. Lacombe, I also went with Leo Carlson, both off the score sheet. Anaheim Ducks team total fell short by 1 goal. So overall, quite a bit of losers on yesterday's slate. Finished down around 1.3 or 1.67 units or something like that. So not a horrible day overall. Now we've got a beautiful slate to go over today. And hope that we can start another winning streak heading into this weekend here. Before we get to the chat, we'll do what we normally do, which is jump into the standings here and take a look at how the teams are doing after last night's games. Florida in first with 79. Toronto Maple Leafs also with 79. The Tampa Bay Lightning with 76. Washington with 88. Carolina with 76, and the New Jersey Devils with 72 points. The Columbus Blue Jackets with 68. The Ottawa Senators now in a playoff spot with 67, tied with the New York Rangers, who also have 67. Detroit with 66. Montreal with 65. Boston with 64. Islanders with 63, and Pittsburgh with 62. Everyone separated by a point there in that stretch of teams. And then you've got Pittsburgh and Buffalo at the bottom of the Eastern Conference. In the West, in the Central, Winnipeg in first with 88 points. The Dallas Stars with 82 points. The Wild with 76. Vegas with 80. Edmonton with 74. And the LA Kings with 71. In the wild card spots, Colorado with 74. And then Calgary and Vancouver both tied with 67 points, both having played 61 games. The Blues only 1 point behind them. They have played 2 more games than Vancouver and Calgary. Utah, 4 points back. They played 61 games. Then you got Anaheim, Seattle, and the bottom 3 of the Western Conference. If you guys like the show, make sure, as always, to hit the like button and hit the subscribe button on the YouTube channel. Growing all the time. Appreciate all the support. Let's go and jump into the chat here. Hello, Terry and friends. Hello, Timothy. How's it going? Terry, ... Hello, Mr. Earl. I know I'm against you and the other Mr. Earl today, but we'll get there. I feel gross, like too many favorites. Yeah. Bob God, it's Terry's music. No, there's no music. No music at all. People used to complain that the music was too loud. So, Hi, Mr. Jersey. Stop Geo coming on in to say hi. You do? ? Yeah. I feared last night that today might be chalk night. Blues. Eyes. Yeah, they are there, but unfortunately, a couple games they played more. Liking Utah power play points tonight. Wow, Nick, way to just ruin everything before we even get to that game. No, I'm kidding. I'm with you, of course. We'll be discussing that game very shortly. Blues Clues. Yeah, that's what Isaac says. Ha ha ha. All right. Bring back music. Yeah, we don't need an intro video. I don't know. We don't really need an intro video, but maybe for next year. Maybe for next year. But we're jumping into today's slate right away here with the very first game, which is the Winnipeg Jets and the Philadelphia Flyers. Here in this one, the Jets around minus 150 road favorites. Philadelphia Flyers around plus 125 home dogs here in this one. A total of 5.5 here. These two teams just did face each other, not in their last game. They had a game sandwiched in between, but a 2-1 a shootout win for the Philadelphia Flyers. And the Winnipeg Jets come into this game having lost 3 games in a row. So the Jets starting to cool off a little bit here. A 2-1 loss to Nashville, a 2-1 loss to Philadelphia, and a 3-2 loss to the New York Islanders. So Winnipeg's offense is starting to dry up a little bit here. On the other side, Philadelphia, a 6-3 loss to Calgary, 2-1 win against this Winnipeg Jets team, 5-4 overtime loss to Pittsburgh, 6-1 win against Pittsburgh, 6-3 win against the Edmonton Oilers. So Winnipeg struggling to score right now. This Philadelphia Flyers team is actually scoring some goals in recent games. When we look at the goaltenders for today, Eric Comrie confirmed for Winnipeg, Samuel Ersson confirmed for the Philadelphia Flyers. Ersson coming back in net despite having an awful game in the last one against Calgary. When I look at this game here, when it comes to the side perspective, it would have to be Philadelphia or nothing, and I'm choosing nothing here in this one. The Flyers did just beat the Jets. Do I see them beating the Jets again? I'm just not sure. The Jets obviously on a 3-game losing streak. They're going to want to snap out of that. But this Flyers team's technically in the hunt for a playoff spot. The Jets comfortably in first in the Central, although Dallas could potentially sneak up and catch them here if they don't watch out. For me here in this game, I'm not passing, though. I'm not passing. I mentioned him on the last show. Unfortunately, I didn't bet him, but I did mention him. And that's Noah Cates, who has a point now in 4 consecutive games, as well as 4 in a row against Winnipeg. So for whatever reason, Noah Cates has had success against the Jets. And he's also scored in 3 of his last 4 games. So if you wanted to look at Noah Cates to score, you could definitely do that as well. For me, half unit play on Noah Cates over half a point, which I got at plus 164. Plus 164. Just great value there just for him to get a point here in this game, which he's done in 4 in a row, also 4 in a row against the Jets. Matvei Mishkov, also a good look, 0.45. You could look at him there. Kyle Connor, Mark Scheifele, maybe parlay those two together for points. Both have had success against the Flyers recently, but that's basically it here for this one. Jump to the chat. Flyers money line and in reg. I could see it. You took Jets -1, but that was before Comrie. Yeah, obviously a downgrade there, but his numbers aren't awful. Win-loss isn't that great, but numbers aren't awful. Mishkov assist, plus 175. Good value there. I took him not caring who started since the Jets will lose 2 in a row. Well, they've lost 3 in a row. But you mean 2 in a row against Philly? The Jets are 1-10 in their last 11 visits to Wells Fargo Center. Aha! So maybe the Jets on a 3-game losing streak, this might not be the best building for them to go to, says Terry Ray Vegas. Thank you. Good stat there with that one. Flyers, they've won 4 the last 4. No, they have a loss in their most recent game, but maybe against Winnipeg, maybe, yeah. Tomorrow, too, at Earl Sports Bets. Bear with me. Noah Cates, plus 350. There's good value there. There's good value there. I'll take the point at plus 164 though. Forrester plus 300 and Tippett plus 275. Best of luck, Mr. Carlson. But we'll continue on along to our next one here, the Columbus Blue Jackets plus 255 and the Florida Panthers minus 315, home favorites. A total of 6 here in this one. When it comes to the side or total, this is a pass for me here in this one. Obviously, Florida, huge favorites here. I don't really want to take Columbus, but Columbus is one of those sneaky dogs that can cash in surprising fashion. Obviously, yes, a better team at home on this season, but they do win games on the road too, obviously. Heading into this one. Right now, Columbus scoring goals. That's how they're winning games. Florida on the other side, 2-1 win in their last game against Tampa Bay, 3-0 win before that against Calgary, 4-3 win against the Oilers, and 4-1 win against Nashville. So their offense is somewhat decent. The last couple of games, they've obviously won with goaltending. And in this one, how I look at this game is I don't even have to tell you guys what player prop I'm on in this game. But I will anyways. How is Kent Johnson plus money to get a point in this game? He was plus money to get a point in his last game, which made no sense. Yes, I get it. Okay, Columbus is facing Florida. I get it. But Kent Johnson has a point in 14 of his last 15 games. And he's plus 114. Or sorry, plus 112 to get a point at FanDuel. Give me Kent Johnson over half a point. No-brainer play there. Adam Fantilli, I believe, is around minus 110. I maybe can get him for plus money as well. I wouldn't talk anyone off that. Boone Jenner, who plays with Kent Johnson, didn't get a point in the last game. He'll most likely want to bounce back here. And for the Panthers, right now, Ekblad, an assistant 4 in a row, and Mackie Samoskevich, a point in 3 of 4 for the Florida Panthers here in this game. Simon on an island with Winnipeg. Love it. Well, most people aren't going to really want to take Winnipeg with Comrie. But, yeah, good luck. I'm not with you or against you. Congrats on the cash. Comrie numbers on the road, not as good on the road compared to at home. He's given up 3 or more in 7 of 9 road starts. That's good. That's good. Noah Cates. Go Noah Cates. Go Noah Cates. Winking. Columbus plus 255. Not a bad look. Not a bad look. Draw/cat, same game parlay. All right. And I disagree with this. And me and Nick love to disagree. Columbus regression incoming, but can't play this place with Florida. Columbus is getting guys back from injury. So I completely disagree. I think, yes, okay, Columbus has some tough opponents, and they're in a tough stretch right now. But this team, look at the point of the season we're in. Columbus has played, bear with me for a second, 61 games. There's only 21 games left, and they find themselves in a playoff spot right now, despite being heavily injured throughout the year. Dean Evison is a regular season team, and I have no doubt that he'll keep this Columbus team in the hunt, and I won't be surprised if they make the playoffs here. Obviously, this is a tough game, so even getting a point in overtime would be great, but I don't agree that regression is coming for Columbus. I disagree. I meant road numbers are not as good as home numbers. Yeah, okay. Over 6 in this game. I could see that. Columbus is such an over team right now. Florida is such an under team. It's hard to tell. But we saw what Columbus did with Tampa Bay, who was an under team as well. Florida defense should stifle CBJ. We'll see. Hopefully not when Kent Johnson is on the ice. Fantilli plus 250. Johnson assist plus 200. He's done that in 4 games in a row. Over 1.5 points, plus 474. Just proves my point that they've overachieved. Maybe, but they've consistently done it. It's not like they've done it for this little stretch of 20 games. They've done it for 61 games, pretty much the whole season. And now they're getting guys back from injury. Monahan will be coming back in the near future. We've seen what Boone Jenner's done since coming back. Chinnikov, somebody else that I'm forgetting. So they've got some guys coming back, and maybe Columbus makes some moves here, finding themselves currently in the hunt. But move on to the next game. Buffalo Sabres plus 210. The Tampa Bay Lightning around minus 260. Home favorites, total of 6.5 here in this game. Looking at goaltenders here. I didn't mention goaltenders for the last game. Of course I didn't. Bear with me for a second here. Bobrovsky against Merzlikins for the last game. No big surprise there. Here in this one, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen likely. Andrei Vasilevsky confirmed for Tampa Bay. Of course, the Lightning making that trade yesterday to acquire former Lightning Yanni Gourde, as well as Oliver Bjorkstrand, who are slated to play on the third line together here in this game with bear with me for a second, Gage Goncalves will be on the third line there. So this Tampa Bay Lightning team, which has been playing very, very well heading into this game, now has some extra offensive depth on that third line, which is something that they did really need here heading into the playoffs. The Buffalo Sabres, well, the Sabres know where they're going to finish here, and that's another year out of the playoffs for the Buffalo Sabres, who still have the longest playoff drought in professional sports, tied with the New York Jets, and that'll continue on for another season here for the Sabres. Unless, of course, they go undefeated to finish the year, and even then, I think they could still miss. So, not going well with the Sabres right now. Tuch, Peterka, both in trade rumors. Tuch obviously didn't score in the last game here. Lightning player props. You might just want a same-game parlay, Kucherov, Point, and Gensel, all to get a point. All have been consistent lately. Gensel, who every time we talk about Tampa Bay recently, we find Gensel, who has good point streaks against his opponent. So Gensel's just been facing some good opponents recently that he's had success against. 0.7 of 8 against Buffalo. Of course, you can't bet Gensel point by itself. So maybe get creative here. Tampa money line with Point and Gensel point. I'm sure that would be nice plus money, but you'll have to figure it out here. Lightning team total 3.5 is around minus 135, so the books are making it a bit difficult here to back the Lightning in this one. Playoff run starts tonight. Sabres money line and Sabres and reg. Well, I'm sure Real Deal Prime will be happy. Wherever he is, he'll be happy. Last Tampa Bay home loss was February 1st. Sabres have lost 10 of their last 11 following a home loss. Wow. Lightning puck line plus 105. Yeah, is probably the best route to go. Tampa Bay team total over 3.5. Minus 130. All right. No play in this game. Not fading Tampa Bay. Did add futures on them this morning. East plus 700, Cup plus 1,400. Yeah, not a bad look at all. I've been considering Tampa to win the Cup as well. Obviously, the experience they have, and now they're making some additions. A team that doesn't give two shits about draft picks. They want to compete. And that's the type of team you want to bet Cup futures on, is a team that's willing to go all in and just wants to win. So don't blame me there with those futures. Dylan Cousins anytime goal plus 300. He's in some trade rumors plus 350. Okay. Bear with me for a second. Sabres plus 210. All right. One crazy stat, Buffalo. Yeah, they 5-1 the last 6 versus Tampa Bay. They have had some success against Tampa Bay recently. Yes, I do believe that's mostly in Buffalo, though. They hate Tampa. Yeah, I'm sure they do. Tampa team total over 3.5, 4 more goals, and 28 of their 36 wins. Wow, that's consistency. Thompson 8 goals in 14 games against Tampa, and 4 goals in 4 games against Vasi. So there we go. Robert and Jonathan thinking right on the same boat there with Thompson. Good luck, guys. But we'll continue on along to our next game. I do have plays coming, don't worry, but unfortunately not in this one. Boston Bruins plus 265, the Carolina Hurricanes minus 330, total 5.5 here in this one. I don't like this game. If I was going to be betting anything, it would be Shane Gostisbehere over half a point. He's got a point 3 of 4 games, and 2 of his last 3 games, he's got multi-point games against the Bruins. So he has something about the Bruins gets Shane Gostisbehere to step up offensively. So you could look at him here. Ultimately, in this game, though, is just not one I want to get to here on today's slate. I believe I have plays in every other game. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But not this one, so I apologize. But obviously a minus 330 favorite. I have no interest in taking Boston here, but I'm not laying any kind of price with the Canes with how they played. So pass. Bruins run for the number 1 draft starts tonight. Number 1 draft pick. Unfortunately, it's impossible for them to catch San Jose or Chicago. Hagel, 5 goals in 6 games. 5 goals, 6 assists in 9 games against the Sabres. Very nice. Obviously, he's gone cold the last couple of games, but I'm not betting him today. So what does that mean? He's going to step up because that's what Ovechkin did yesterday, and that's just what happens. When I don't bet players, they step up. So Hagel probably scores tonight. Penguins, the only team Boston has beaten the last 6 games on the road. Boston has lost each of the last 6 Swayman starts. Yeah, not good. Not good. Hurricanes minus 1.5, plus 105. Got it early this morning. Can't advocate for them at minus 125 for the puck line. Going back to the gift that keeps on giving. Fading Boston. All right. Best of luck. Games that I pass on, Nick always has plays on. That's just how it goes. But as I said, I've got plays in every other game, so don't worry, guys. Start with this one here. Utah Hockey Club and the Detroit Red Wings. Utah around minus 135 road favorites now. The Wings plus 115 home dogs. Total of 6 here in this one. Bear with me for a second here. No one confirmed goaltending-wise for Utah. Connor Ingram is obviously unconfirmed. Alex Lyon likely for the Wings here in this one. And as Nick mentioned earlier on in the show, not Nick Earl, the other Nick, Utah power play points. Obviously, they've been a hot power play team. They've had a few days off here, so they are going to be rested heading into this game. They did lose 2-1 there in their last game, so no power play goal in that one. But Detroit has the worst penalty kill in the NHL, and it's not very good at all. I was going to say not particularly close, but there's a few teams above them that aren't too bad. But 69.3% is the Detroit Red Wings penalty kill. Meanwhile, the Utah can definitely score on the power play. So give me Clayton Keller, 0.3 unit play on his over half a power play point, plus 185, and a 0.3 unit play on Dylan Guenther at plus 280 for him to get a power play point. Detroit will be smart to stay out of the box here. Utah's hot top line is scoring recently. Guenther obviously on the second line as well. The Wings right now, DeBrincat's really only been the consistent guy, and even he is cooled off here the last couple of games for Detroit. Go up, go up. Bear with me. Bear with me. Gostisbehere over 1.5 points. Not a bad look. As I said, he is success against the Bruins. Super fucking pass. Wow. Wow, Isaacs. Utah are pass. Can't trust the Wings at the moment. I agree there. Cooley assist plus 175. Good luck, good luck. On Keller and Gunther with you, Tara. I do like Hayden too at plus 410. Wow. Very nice. Very nice. I'm just glad the Isles PK isn't the worst in hockey anymore. No, Detroit's worse. Minnesota is worse. St. Louis is worse. So, yeah, the Islanders not going to be known for the worst penalty kill in the league anymore. Seth Jarvis, 3 goals, 4 assists in 9 games against the Bruins. All right. Ollie Mata, first game versus former team, plus 150 to get a point. Best of luck. Utah, 6-2 as a road favorite this year. Okay, so they had some success as a road favorite, the Utah Hockey Club. But we will almost keep on going. Svechnikov, 6 goals, 6 assists in 12 games versus the Bruins. All right. Moving on along to our next game, the Seattle Kraken and the Nashville Predators. Kraken, plus 110, road dogs. The Nashville Predators, minus 130, home favorites. A total of 5.5 here in this game. And when I see the Nashville Predators as a favorite, I'm always tempted to take whoever's playing them this season. But I don't love the Kraken here enough to take them. The Kraken are kind of in this spot where they're selling, obviously, with the trade they made yesterday, acquiring 2 first-round picks and a second-round pick. So I do believe it was a good trade for the Kraken as well for Tampa Bay. But that's not sending the message to the Kraken players that you think they can go on a run and make it. And of course, if you look at where they are in the standings, the players know kind of the situation that's going on. So ultimately, while I'm definitely not taking the Nashville Predators as a favorite, in fact, I probably won't bet the Predators the rest of the year. And I haven't for a while this year. I'm not going to take the Kraken either. I am going to take both guys that we have here on the screen. Give me Shane Wright over 0.5 point. 11 of his last 13 games. We've been betting him show after show after show. Even in the loss against Minnesota, Shane Wright scored a nice goal. So give me Shane Wright over 0.5 point bear with me for a second here, plus 110 to get a point here in this game. And then give me Brandon Montour over 0.5 point at plus 134. Montour, a point in 3 of his last 4 games and 6 of his last 7 against the Nashville Predators. So for whatever reason, Montour has had success against the Predators. So we'll back him as well as Shane Wright here in this game. The Gunther 21 power play points. Yeah, yes. Him and Keller. Obviously, there's more value on Gunther, but yeah, I'm taking both. Kraken are playing nobody. No, they're facing the Seattle Kraken. The Predators have nobody that's playing good hockey right now. So nobody on any kind of consistent streak. A 1-800-GAMBLER, Nashville or pass? What? Pass. Pass, Nick. Or take some player props. Take some player props. If you want to bet something in this game, player props. Another fucking pass, but extreme pass. Okay. Seattle is 20-6 to the over off a loss. Okay, I like that, being on 2 props. And yes, you can totally bet this game. Wright continues to be free money. We continue to cash with him. We'll continue to take him here in this one. On to our next game here. We've got the Calgary Flames and the Dallas Stars here in this one. Calgary, plus 210. Road dogs. The Dallas Stars, minus 260. Home favorites. Total of 6 here in this game. Surprisingly, Dan Vladar is going to be playing for Calgary here in this one. and Jake Ottinger confirmed for the Dallas Stars. This Dallas Stars team, they are heating up. They're playing very well recently, and they are scoring goals. A 4-3 win in their last game, 6-3 before that, 6-2 before that, 6-4 loss to Columbus before that, a 4-3 win against the Islanders. So the Stars team is scoring 4 goals consecutively. I do believe that their team total, I think, was around minus 107 or something like that for the Stars. I can't remember exactly for the Stars team total, but I want to talk anyone off looking at that. Here, when it comes to Calgary, same old. If you want Calgary props, it's Huberdeau and Kadri. Those are the two consistent guys for the Flames. Kadri does have success here against the Dallas Stars, a 0.6 of his last 7 games against Dallas. For me here to start, give me a same game parlay here in this game. Give me Jason Robertson over half a point and Rope Hintz over half a point, which is plus 110 at Bet365. Both guys, points in 6 of their last 7 games. Very consistent. Robertson's got a point in 10 consecutive games against Calgary. Hintz, he's got multiple points in 4 of his last 5 games. He's got a point in 5 of 7 against Calgary. So there's good looks there. Hintz has done very well in the power play recently. Thomas Harley, a 0.7 of his last 8 games. And then you got Wyatt Johnston, who's just doing everything. Power play point 6 of 7, a goal in 3 consecutive games. You guys know the first play here. Give me Wyatt Johnston, anytime goal. I'm going to continue to bet it here. Unfortunately, it's not over plus 200. It's plus 195, so still very close. Wyatt Johnston to score, he should be much closer to plus 140, plus 130, the way he's played. Thomas Harley, over half a point, minus 125. So not the best value there, but he's done in 7 of 8. I'll take him to get a point. Wyatt Johnston to score, and then parlay Hintz and Robertson together, both to get a point here in this game. Go to the chat here. Keller, 8 goals, 11 games versus the Wings. Okay. All right, how I wanted to take the Flames so badly. Ooh. 8 of the last 10 Calgary road losses have been by 2 or more goals. So many of those with Wolf, and Dallas has been scoring of late. Yes, very true. Maybe overtime. I don't know, pass. All right. Stars should win. Bad spot for Calgary last game of a road trip. All right. Johnston, anytime goal, plus 160. I love it, of course. Don't love the price there. I wish we could have gotten a better price, but you got to do what you got to do. Some people don't have a lot of selections with books. So the over is cashed in 7 straight between the two. 8, 7, 11, 7, 11, 9, 11 goals. Wow. And yeah, I didn't obviously get to the over here in this one, but the way Dallas's offense has been recently, I want to talk anyone off looking at the over here. Stars puck line plus 100. There we go. Me and Nick agreeing. Yes, sir. Trade alert. Former Wild Nico Sturm going to Florida from San Jose for a 4th round pick. A Sturm and a 7th for a 4th. Wow. There we go. Florida adding a 4th liner. That's what it is. But Harley anytime goal plus 400. All right. Also jumped on Huberdeau. Not only has 3 assists in 3 consecutive games, but 22 assists in 28 games. Yeah, he's been good. I don't know how you're not puking over choosing the chalk faves. LOL. Per daily face-off, says Nick. Harley assist plus 115. Point juiced a little bit. Yeah, it is. I could have went with the assists. I took the point. Who says I haven't? There we go. Stay away from Nick's room. Harley's on a 3-game 2-point streak on number 1 power play unit. Yeah, Plus 440 for 2. Yeah, you could go with the big. You could go the big way for plus 440, 2 points. It'll be funny to see. Oh no, please! But apparently, I'm sitting here thinking, oh, the Wild aren't going to do anything. They don't have the cap space. Bill Guerin was asked, and he said there's a few players that they want to acquire. So, and Nelson rumors have been there. So, I don't know. I don't know what the future holds. I do not know what the future holds. Coronado plus 350 anytime goal. All right. Fair enough. Yeah, there you go. Went with the Harley assist route plus 120. Yeah, good value there. Connor Zary plus 500. 2 goals in 3 games against Ottinger. All right. Bear with me as I'm trying to scroll down, but I cannot. There we go. Nelson in Minnesota makes so much sense. Except we like young, fast players. We don't want old Islander players. Yeah. Huberdeau plus he is a Minnesota kid, so maybe he'll come to Minnesota and he'll get much faster than he was with New York. Huberdeau assist was too juicy to pass up. There you go. And now we've come to my favorite game of the night, and the game I have the most action in on the night, and also the game that me and the Earls disagree with. Montreal Canadiens and the Edmonton Oilers here. Montreal plus 205. Road dogs. The Edmonton Oilers minus 250. Home favorites here, 6.5. When you look here at this game, Stuart Skinner confirmed for Edmonton. Bear with me for a second. Now Samuel Montembeault is also confirmed for Montreal. Heading into this game, bear with me for a second as I bring it up. Bear with me. There we go. Okay, so in this game here, Montreal, they've entered this game 5 consecutive games since the Four Nations break. They've won all 5, and they've been scoring goals, at least 4 goals in 5 consecutive games. This Edmonton Oilers team, they are off a 6-2 loss to the Anaheim Ducks, and the Oilers have lost 6 of their last 7 games, giving up at least 4 goals in all 6 games. This Oilers team is just not playing well right now. This Oilers team is coasting. They know where they sit in the standings. This Oilers team isn't thinking about the regular season. They're thinking about going back to the Stanley Cup final where they were last year and trying to obviously win it this time. So this Oilers team is coasting right now. Their goaltending is bad. They're giving up way too many goals. They're just not playing well whatsoever. And then you've got this Montreal Canadiens team who was red hot earlier in the season. They did go cold there, but the Four Nations break came at the perfect time. We've seen Montreal come out here and just play consistent hockey heading into this game. So give me the Montreal Canadiens plus 1.5, which I got for minus 112. Give me the Montreal Canadiens money line, which I got for plus 220. Give me the Montreal Canadiens team total over 2.5. 2.5, which I got for minus 104. Give me Cole Caulfield anytime goal, plus 190. Give me Nick Suzuki over half an assist, plus 120. And give me Lane Hudson over half a point, plus 106 here in this game. I am, for tonight, a Montreal Canadiens fan. Go Habs, go. You know what? I'm willing to say here in this game that I believe the wrong team is favored here in this game. I get it. When you look at the teams from the season as a whole, obviously the Oilers should be favored, but this Oilers team has been overpriced pretty much every game this season, and that is glaringly the case here. Give me Montreal Canadiens props here. I didn't take Juraj Slafkovsky. He's been on a streak. Patrick Laine's got success against Edmonton, so you could look at him as well here. And I get it. People might look at this game and think, okay, the Oilers just got embarrassed 6-2 against the Anaheim Ducks. They're going to bounce back here. They have to bounce back here in this game. Well, They had a 5-4 loss to Colorado, followed it up with a 6-3 loss to Philadelphia, followed that up, 7-3 loss to Washington, 4-1 loss to Tampa Bay, 4-3 loss to Florida. Yes, I get it. They played good opponents there in that stretch, minus Philadelphia. But the Montreal Canadiens is one of the hottest teams in the league right now. So give me the Habs all over the place here in this game. Habs money line and in reg. There we go. Me and Isaacs agree. I can assume Nick is on the Oilers -1. Well, I just know he doesn't agree with me. Over 6.5. I could see that. Nick Suzuki, 2 assists, plus 500. All right. Oilers puck line, plus 107. I see an offensive explosion after an embarrassing effort versus Anaheim last game, 7-3 Edmonton. Yeah, I completely disagree. Maybe the Oilers show up here and win this game, but I've not seen them show up recently at all. Obviously, okay, they had that 3-1 win against Carolina, but that's it since February 5th when they beat Chicago in overtime and St. Louis in overtime. So this Edmonton Oilers team has just not been playing well. So give me the Habs. Habs money line, plus 208. Caulfield and Suzuki point lay. I love this, and I was considering this, but with the amount of plays I have in this game already, obviously being on Caulfield goal and Suzuki assists by themselves, I did not pull the trigger on this, but I was very tempted. I like it. Over 6.5. Yes. Caulfield. Yes. Caulfield plus 180. Anytime goal. To Nick. Lane Hudson, 2+ assists, plus 600. I'd love to see it. I would love to see it. Line A plus 250. Anytime goal. There we go. I can't remember the last time we disagreed and I was on the favorite. I don't know. Not sure if I agree with the coasting analogy. Arvidsson Skinner has not worked out after Leon and Connor. Ryan Hopkins is the next highest scoring forward, 136 in the league. The reason why I say it is because the Oilers team from day one, when the season started, they've just been thinking about this going back to the Cup Finals. That's all this Oilers team has really been thinking about. And you can see how they're playing right now. Obviously, they have faced tough opponents, yes, but they're not playing winning hockey right now. They have not been able to stop the puck right now, and they've not just been consistent, except giving up goals and losing games. So I just see this team, they're comfortable here in the playoffs. They're not in danger of missing the playoffs. So I think they're focused more on the playoffs and not so much right now. Meanwhile, this Montreal Canadiens team is in the fight of their lives to make the playoffs. So that's just how I look at this game. But we'll see what happens. On to our next one. The San Jose Sharks plus 350 road favorites. The Colorado Avalanche minus 450 home favorites. A total of 6 here in this game, the final game of the night. Bear with me for a second. As I check out goalies. Mackenzie Blackwood confirmed for Colorado. And Alexander Georgiev not yet confirmed. But when it shocked me to see him here. And we could have revenge against revenge when it comes to goaltending here in this game. I'm on Montreal. That's my dog of the day. I'm not going to come over here and say the San Jose Sharks are going to win this game because it would be a huge upset, I think, if the Sharks were able to win this game. This is going to be a tough spot for them. They have won back-to-back games against Toronto and Buffalo, but now they're facing this Avs team, 5-1 against the Devils, 5-2 against the Wild, 4-1 against Pittsburgh. It won't surprise me if it's a 5-2 type win here in this game. But hopefully those 2 goals involve 2 of the players here on the screen. Give me William Eklund over half a point here. Which I got for Bear with me for a second. Plus 104 at FanDuel. And then also give me Will Smith over half a point, plus 126. He's got a point in 4 of his last 5 games. Eklund, a point 8 of 9, both plus money there. Toffoli has scored in 3 consecutive games. So he's a good look here for the Sharks as well. And then if you're looking at the Avs, well, it might be parlay piece time. McKinnon, Makar, and Nichushkin all play well, all have success against the Sharks here in this game. But we'll jump into the chat here. Bear with me. Not playing winning hockey for me is about roster composition. Okay. Well, they played much better earlier on in the year, but we can agree to disagree. Toffoli, anytime goal plus 250. There's good value there. Yeah, no, thank you on a minus 400 fave. Lean San Jose plus 2.5. This is the other team, though, that Nick put futures on. The Avalanche West and Cup plus 1,400. I would say good luck, but we all know I'd be lying. So bad luck, Nick. Bad luck with the Avs to win. Will Smith, anytime goal, there's great value there, plus 400. Nichushkin over 2.5 shots on goal. Covered 8 of the last 9. San Jose second worst in allowing shots on goal. He had 5 in the December meeting, minus 114. Good luck. I won't be on it, so you don't have to worry about that. Sharks first period over half a goal, plus 100. With a favorite, minus 400 plus, the dog has scored in the first period in 15 of 19 games. Also like first period, both teams to score. Sounds good. Hopefully, Eklund or Smith is involved. Will Smith over 1.5 points, plus 462. Very nice. Avs money line parlay is in trouble tonight. I don't know why people would want to put a minus 450 money line in a parlay, but to each his own. I'm thirsting for chalk to lose. No offense to all. There you go. Celebrini goal or assist, which one? That's a tough choice. San Jose third game in 4 days. Yeah, they're on a road trip, so this will be a tough one. This is just a tough one for the Sharks, but that's obviously why they're even more bigger underdogs than you would expect here in this game. CopperTech plays. I've got 2 full unit sides on today's slate that I did not give out on today's show. Both are available on CopperTech. Link is in the description below. If you guys like today's show, make sure to hit the like button. And if you're new, hit the subscribe button. Appreciate all the support. Here, we'll take a look at tomorrow's slate. Oh, wow. There's 6 games on a Friday. Very surprising, the NHL schedule makers this week. They've done a fantastic job for once. They're having like 6 games a night, at least, which is what we want. So thank you. Rare time you're going to hear me say. Thank you to the NHL schedule makers for doing a good job at your job for once. But thanks, everyone, for watching. And we'll see you guys here on the next show. Jonathan, last comment here. Grabbed Ross Colton plus 340. 6 goals in 8 games against San Jose. Best of luck. Best of luck to everyone. And we'll see you guys on tomorrow's show. Thanks for